Satnam. Coming into a comfortable seated position. Ground down through the sit bones, and as you do that, feel the spine rising up, the softening of the shoulders, lengthening of the back of the neck, and that sense of alignment from the tip of the tailbone up to the crown. So we come to the Sacral Chakra. 1 becomes 2. So we're coming into flow, into movement. And as we bring the 2, it's about polarities, so left and right, bring the 2 palms together. Press the palms together and feel how polarities can create that sense of pressure, tension, but also support and holding. Breathe deep. And as you create that tension between the palms, still allow your shoulders to be relaxed, the jaw to be soft, and the spine to be long. Let's take a deep inhale right the way down to the root. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale. Pause the breath, pull the root lock, gently pull the navel in and up. Experience the sensations. This is where we feel at the sacral. Whenever you need to exhale, exhaling. Breathing down into that energy center below the belly button. Experience the sensations or lack of sensations you find there. Bring your intention for your practice today to mind. And then as you breathe, draw it down to your sacral chakra. Svadhisthana, one's own place. Experience this place that is your body. This space that you inhabit, this place that is your home in this lifetime. Taking a deep full inhale. Exhale, release the hands down, shake them out if you feel any tension there. And we're going to come to standing. So if you can, coming up without using the hands. And take the feet wide. And we're going to begin. Any flow needs a firm foundation. So we need to feel that support, that holding, in order to allow energy and the body to flow. So imagining the banks and the bed of a river, create that foundation at the root, yielding, softening, yielding down, and then pushing into the support beneath you. And once you have that support, that root support, then you can bring the flow, the movement. And in this case, we're going to bring the hands to the hips and begin with a slow figure of 8 with the hips. So breathe as you flow and allow the breath to flow with the movement. In order for prana to flow, the energy, we need the body to be soft and open. If we're rigid, stiff, holding, then the energy becomes blocked and stagnant, just as water does in a blocked pool. And with our focus on feelings, emotions, sensations at the Sacral Chakra, our experience and our practice is to deepen our experience, to really become the observer and observe all aspects of what's going on in the body. The feelings, the sensations, the subtleties. Whether it feels pleasurable, uncomfortable, we observe, knowing this too shall pass. Keeping that firm foundation at the feet. And gently reverse direction. So observing is about experiencing. It's not the mental realm of judging, assessing, although that might be going on too. But the goal here is not perfection. The goal is experience. Experiencing your own place, your own practice. Whether it's how your expectations would have it, how your ego might want it. It is exactly how it is today. Sink into that, move with that. Feeling the support beneath you. Lovely, and coming to center, pause, breathe, experience experience the sensations. Feel the feet rooting down, pressing. The weight of the body sinking down. Experiences that arise even in stillness. You're going to inhale the arms up onto the hands, onto the shoulders. You may not be able to see, just duck down. And bring the feet a little closer together, spreading out the toes, creating that lovely foundation. And again, we come into a flow. So the knees will be soft, the weight yielding down, and we rotate the hips, closing the eyes, experiencing the flow. Moving, breathing. And reversing direction. If you find it hard to hold your attention with the body and the sensations in your practice today, give yourself little pointers so you can get curious. How do my toes feel in this position? Are the big toes and the little toes rooting down? Are the heels rooting down? At which point of the circle do the hips feel really open and flowing? And where may they feel more restricted and tight? Are my shoulders relaxed? Get curious. And reversing direction. And slowly coming to center. Breathe. You can release the hands down. Experiencing the sensations. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, folding forward, softening the knees. We're going to come all the way down. And the legs are straight. You can take a hold of the elbows. Rooting down through the feet. Just rocking forwards and backwards to begin with. And find that central point. So you're neither Putting all of the weight through the toes or through the heels. Find that balance. And then we're going to bring some gentle flow through the trunk with the arms. So in whatever way that feels natural for you. And just notice how the weight of the body moves from one leg to the other. So the Sacral Chakra is where we experience polarities, male, female, inside, outside, left, right. And with the polarities comes the movement, the different experiences, the different emotions. The element is water. So those aspects of us that are designed to flow. When it comes to emotions, can we allow them to move through us, to experience them without holding on? When it comes to sensations, can we allow them to keep arising, flowing, without holding or suppressing? Lovely, and coming to centre, feeling the strength of your legs, bringing the hands onto the floor mat in front of you, and stepping the feet a little back so you can bring the knees down and sit on your heels. If this is uncomfortable, you can always sit cross-legged. We're going to come into a spinal flex, focusing our attention at the sacral chakra. So inhaling, we experience the opening of the front. Exhaling, we experience the opening at the back. So moving with a lovely flowing breath. And there's very little movement in the head. This is all about energizing our sacral chakra. You can play with the rhythm and the pace. You may want to try slowing right down. Experience a slow flow. Experience the movement from front and back, those polarities of the body. And then speeding up. What feels most pleasurable for the body this morning? Choose the pace which allows you to really sink into the sensations, sink into the experience and flow of the body. If your attention wanders, get curious. How am I rooting down through my legs? Feel the support beneath you. How is that rooting allowing this movement of flow? Connect the root and the flow. How can I allow the movement to be even more soft and flowing? Are there any hard edges in that movement that I can soften? Deep inhale to center. Pull the root lock. Draw the navel in and up, lengthening the spine. Experience the sensations. Whenever you need to exhale, exhale. Pause, experience. Notice how there can be discomfort as well as pleasure present. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Gently flutter the eyes open, and you're going to swing your legs around. Just give them a little shake out. And then taking the legs wide, we begin by rooting down. So just allowing the weight of the body to sink down, feel the sit bones, and notice how as you let the weight sink down, the sit bones sink into the support beneath you, and the legs become active. It's that much easier for the spine to lift. So just holding this position, breathing. Lovely, and then we're going to take the right arm down, the right leg, inhale, that left arm up. You may be able to get it all the way to the toes, but keeping the chest open. On your next inhale, lifting the left arm up to draw yourself up, and then the left arm slides down. Inhaling the right arm up and over. Noticing how the weight sinks down. And then let's bring this into a flow. Inhaling up. Slide the arm down. Inhaling up. Inhaling up. Slide the arm down. Inhaling up. And come into centre. Bringing the soles of the feet together, pushing the soles of the feet together, feeling the tension as we did with the palms, clasping around the toes, lengthening the spine, softening the shoulders, bouncing the knees. Root down as you lift up. Experience the sensations in the hips, the groin. Breathing down into your sacral chakra. Experiencing the energy there. What's alive for you in this energetic center in the body? Inhale the knees up. Exhale, bring the knees down. You're just going to tilt forward from the hips, so we're not looking to get close to the feet. We're just tilting forward so the shoulders are relaxed. Breathe into the sacral center. Lengthen the spine. Tune in to the sensations. Notice how the hips open when the body's ready. Enjoy the flow of the breath. Keep lengthening from your root to your crown. Experience how it is to be soft and yet strong. Hold that alignment. Lovely. Inhale to center. Just give the feet a little rub. Feel the sensations there. And then pause, experience the sensations on the soles of the feet. This is the prana flowing through the body, flowing through you. And as we cross the legs, this is the prana that we're going to move as we come into Sufi grind, which really wants to come through this point below the navel, the sacral. So as you inhale forward and exhale back, allow the movement to come from here. It's interesting with these yoga leggings we wear these days, how you may find the same as I do, that this is often the point that the yoga leggings kind of are tight, and we want it to be loose. We want there to be the flow of energy. So if you need to just pull your leggings up, to ensure that this area is free to move and the energy to flow. So you can make the circles as big or as small as is comfortable and pleasurable for you. Really sink deep into this movement. Experience the flow here. Notice how the rooting down into that support beneath you gives you the holding that allows the flow. How can you soften and increase the softness of that flow even more? Sink in the flow, the breath. The softness and the strength of the body. Begin to spiral inwards. Come to that point of stillness and balance at your centre. And when you reach, pause, breathe. Experience the sensations. With awareness, change the cross of the legs, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Come back to stillness. Feel that alignment from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head. And we're going to gently begin to spiral outwards in the opposite direction. Notice how it is to establish flow in this direction. Sink into your root support. Keep the movement coming from the point below the navel. Which areas of the circle flow with ease? Which areas feel tight or constricted? Allow the soft, powerful flow of the breath to allow the movement to deepen and the flow of the body to open and release. Keep your focus. Every circle is different. What do you observe in this rotation? Does the body need to slow down, speed up? Are the circles more natural if they're smaller, larger? Experience your own place, your own experience. It's the sensations in the body that give you information, feedback. Listen, observe. Notice if the experience is pleasurable or not. You may have some aversion to what's going on, what happens if that's the case. If it's pleasurable, how can you sink more deeply into the experience of pleasure? If it's not pleasurable, how can you sink more deeply into that experience, knowing this too shall pass. Let me experience it as it's present, as it's flowing through me. And begin to spiral inwards. When you reach your center, pause, relax the hands. Allow the flow of the breath. Experience the movement of sensations even in the stillness. Rooting down into that support. Deep inhale. And exhale, gently flatten the eyes open. You're going to bring the feet wide on the mat, the knees are bent, and come down onto your back. We're going to take the arms wide and comfortable. Root down through the hips and the shoulders, so feeling the weight of the bones of the body. Feeling the sensations as you allow the body to soften and sink down. And we inhale, and as we exhale, drop the knees to the left. Inhale, the knees to centre. Drop the knees to right. Moving with the flow of the breath. So you inhale, centre. Exhale, left. Going at the pace of the breath. Experiencing the movement. Sinking into the root support beneath you. Allowing the flow of the knees and how that flow transfers through the legs, down into the hips and the pelvis, down through the feet, up through the trunk. We're going to bring a flow of the head, so as the knees go right, the head goes left. As the knees go left, the head goes right. No hurry, no force, just the natural flow of the body with the breath. Feeling that sinking down into the root support beneath you. Deepening your experience. Experience the sensations, the subtlety of the energetic sensations, as well as the denser experience of the movement of bones, of muscle, tendons and ligaments. Coming to centre, pause, soften. Experience the flow. Breathing down into your sacral chakra. Experience the energy moving here. Bringing one knee and then the other knee to the chest. taking a hold of them with the hands. We're going to make circles, and notice you can play with where the knees are. So if they're further away from you, where you feel the movement, the energy, the flow, and if they come closer towards you, where you feel the movement, energy and flow, and find that sweet spot where you're really working with the sacral chakra. So imagining that point below the navel that goes all the way through the body to the back. And as you move with the breath, flow with the breath. Get curious, experience what's going on beneath your hands. Sensations and experience of your fingers having, what's going on with your feet, what's the relationship between your root support and the flow. Change direction, notice how it is to sink into flow in this direction. Allowing the flow of the breath to soften and open the flow of the body. Into center, dropping the feet to the mat. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, and so the knees can fall away, open, and just lift up the shoulders and allow them to come back down so that the shoulder blades are relaxed. Breathe down into your sacral chakra. Sink down into your root support. Experience the flow of prana through the body. Deepen your experience. Observe the subtleties. Notice how things change moment to moment to moment. Always flowing, always changing. Surrender to the flow. Surrender to the flow of life. Surrender to the flow of the body. Keep experiencing and as you do, gently bring the knees together and then lengthen the legs and allow the legs to relax. Sink into your root support. And experience the flow. Experience the flow from the polarities of the body, the toes to the head. From left to right, right to left. Forward and back. In and out. Sink into your root support and surrender to the flow. Taking an inhale all the way down the legs to the toes. And as you do, wiggle the toes. Taking an inhale all the way down the arms to the fingers. As you do, wiggle the fingers. And then on an inhale, take the arms up over the head. Lengthen right the way through the body. Have a lovely stretch. And when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Rub the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet together. Feel the sensations. And then coming up to a seated position in whatever way works for you. So come sitting cross-legged. Take a moment. Root down. Stretch up. Soften. Flow. Bringing the hands into prayer at the heart. Giving thanks for our practice today. Deep inhale for a long Satnam. Sa Slowly fluttering the eyes open. Come back into the room and carry that flow with you as you go through your day.